Hello and welcome back to There is an Angel for That. My name is Yvonne, and if you found this message today, then I am getting a strong sense from the angels that for many of you watching this, something in your life, maybe it's something that's in your heart, something in your energy, I just really feel like it's ready to come back into alignment. And the interesting thing is, you may not even be able to explain any of it yet. You just might be noticing things, right? Certain things that maybe don't feel quite right anymore, or conversations that feel different, people that could even just be a different chemistry or relationship around you, different opportunities that are coming in just feel different. The biggest thing is what once made perfect sense to you just may suddenly feel like it doesn't fit with who you're becoming anymore. And also, what I'm really sensing here is that this isn't any type of confusion. For me, it just feels a lot like clarity trying to come through. Now, what's really interesting is that there's actually quite a lot that's actually going up in the skies this week. I don't want to overwhelm you with all of it, but I do want to share a couple of things that just really are standing out for me. Now, we are coming off of this beautiful new moon in Taurus that we had on Saturday. That Taurus energy, it's all about grounding, it's about self worth, it's stability, it could even be abundance in there. And it's also about getting really clear about what truly matters. So, some of you might already be feeling just that sense to slow down a little, to simplify, and just really check in with where your energy is going. Okay. And also, just taking a look at my little astrology chart and calendar that I have going on. The other big thing that really is popping out for me is that we have Mars that's moving into Taurus as well. Now, that planet of Mars, boy, oh boy, it loves action, it loves movement. Mars likes to go, go, go. Okay. But then you have that Taurus energy, and that Taurus energy is quite opposite. It's kind of being like, hey, slow down, be intentional, build it right. Okay. And then near the end of this coming week coming up, this is where we're going to have our sun that is going to be moving into Gemini, which may start to bring in more conversations, more ideas, more signs, more synchronicities, right? And maybe even the clarity that you've been asking for might come in. So it's definitely an interesting week in the skies, okay? But I do have the cards, and as always, I would love to see what energy that the angels want to bring in. And I'm using my beautiful Angel Wisdom tarot deck here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to give it a quick shuffle, and I'm going to see what is the first card we have coming out. Okay, so the general message that I have coming up for us this week, the card that came out, it's a beautiful Major Arcana card. It's called the Lover's card. And this one's supported by the beautiful Archangel Raphael. Okay, now I really think that this is beautiful because the first thing I want to say is yes, sometimes this card absolutely speaks to relationships. It could speak to like soul connections, but what I'm really sensing here, this is all about alignment. It could be about heart alignment, soul alignment, because when I turned over this card, the first thing my eye went to is this beautiful little heart that's in the center of the card here. So I'm really being drawn towards something that's heart alignment. It's about living in a way that actually fits who you're becoming. And I really feel like for anybody watching, you might also start to notice that this week, right? This is where things for you might start to really feel aligned. And it's also, I want to say this, it's also where things may also not feel so aligned, right? Now, this can also show up in relationships. It can show up in work, in friendships, in your business. It can even show up in the way that you're speaking it to yourself. That's kind of something that I'm picking up that's coming a message that's coming in here. Now, with Archangel Raphael stepping forward, I really feel like this Archangel here, he's really helping many of you. I want to say like healing old patterns. It's that old people pleasing, that old overgiving energy, old fear around disappointing others. And I really feel like Archangel Raphael's message this week, it just feels just really simple. He's really saying what brings peace is usually where your truth lives. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and let's pull. Oh, okay, you guys stay over there. A jumper card that just came flying out. Now this is another major arcana card that we have, and I'm going to hold it up here. This is the wheel. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. And the second card that I'm pulling here, this is the challenge card for the week. So this is really interesting because we have the wheel and it's supported by the beautiful Archangel Gabriel. But I really feel like this card, it fits the energy beautifully because why? The wheel always reminds us that life moves in cycles. Things shift. Doors open, doors close, plans change, times, they can change as well. And sometimes the very thing that we're waiting for shows up in a way that we just actually didn't even expect. Okay. So I would not be surprised for you if this week brings up things like unexpected conversations or a change in plan, or maybe even some surprise invitations, little synchronicities popping through. It could even be something that felt delayed for you. All of a sudden you feel like it starts to move again. That wheel starts to move or spin again. Okay. And with Archangel Gabriel stepping forward, I want to say, please pay close attention this week to the signs, to the repeat numbers, to the songs, to the emails, like even text messages, overheard conversations, because Archangel Gabriel might be speaking through what looks like coincidence. Okay. Now, I just had a card here that just came flying out again. They just were doing that today. So I really feel like there's a lot of emphasis that's going into these messages. Okay. Now, the card that just came out is the Ace of Air card. And this card here is supported by Archangel Chamuel. And the first thing that's really popping into mind is this is the breakthrough. This is the clarity. This is the truth. This is the fresh ideas. This is where your honest conversation is going to happen. And I want to say mental downloads because it's an air card. So, a lot of thinking. It's about seeing something the way you've never seen it before. And what I'm really sensing here is that something that may have felt foggy for you could suddenly start to become crystal clear. And with Archangel Chamuel stepping forward, I really feel like he's helping many of you come back to what truly matters. It's almost like the moment you stop trying to force the answer, that's where the answer is going to find you. Okay. So taking a look at the cards, holding up the cards here. Okay, so when you want to take a look at this as a whole, what I really feel for this week, it's going to start with some alignment. We might have, life might throw a little unexpected twist in there, but right on the other side of that, this is where that clarity, I really feel is going to pop in for us. And so my advice for this week is, don't force anything. If something feels rushed, if something feels heavy, if something feels like you have to talk yourself into it, then I would pause, I would take a breath, and you want to know what? I would come back to the heart, because that's that image that popped in my mind, that heart right there. Okay? Because that's what's truly meant for you, right? And I feel like that's where it often brings peace before it brings proof. And I just really feel like this week, the more you slow down, the easier it might become to recognize what's truly aligning, right? And what's simply familiar. All right. So guys, I really hope that this message has resonated with you. I would love to know from you what cards spoke to you the most this week, or if any of this is, how your week went after watching this. You can pop it in the comments. You can go to my Facebook group. There's Angels and Intuition. You can pop it in there. But again, thank you so much for spending this time with me, sharing your energy. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And always remember, guys, no matter what your situation is, there is an angel for that. Angel blessings to you all, and I will see you again next week. Bye for now.